Hello, welcome to my channel, The Jellyfish Journals. My name is Susie, and I'm really excited about this box. So a little while back, the company IeeBee, that is how you pronounce this, I've triple checked, they reached out to me on my Instagram account and asked if they could send me a couple of products of my choosing to do an unboxing and evaluate what I think about it on first sight, which I guess is what an unboxing video is. So you didn't really need me to explain that to you, how that works. But I had honestly never heard of this company. But if you know me at all or have been watching my channel at all, you will know that bees are truly one of my very favorite things. Jellyfish are a hard first place. I think bees are a hard, fast second place. I have a lot of connection to bees throughout my life. My brother used to call me Queen Bee because I was so bossy. I have a group of friends that we call ourselves the bees because our phones are always buzzing when we're talking to each other. My next tattoo is going to be a bee. I actually already have a jellyfish tattoo. I constantly am being gifted bee items like that, like my cup holder has bees all over it. There's little nods to bees all over my house. My classroom is decorated in bees this year, and yes, I was a bee for Halloween. I will try to pop a picture of that up here if I get a second, and if I can find one without too many people in it. In any case, you gotta love a company named IeeBee, a company that's connected so much to so much of your life and who you were growing up. Oh, I forgot another big one. My last initial of my maiden name was the letter B. So growing up, I was always known as Susie B. So if you got rid of one of these E's and you put SUS in front, this would actually say Susie B. I'm pretty selective about companies. I haven't had too many reach out to me, but this was just a yes because, to be honest, I really just wanted to check out a company that had B in the name. So probably pretty silly, but we have to base our decisions on something, right? So when they sent it, it did have a sticker with my name and my address and my phone number all over the front. This is all me, but the rest is all IeeBee. And I just kind of love it. The box is like covered in their logo. So let's go ahead and open up and let's see what I chose. I was told I could choose one package of, or a box set of washi tape, and either some papers, stickers, journal, a tool. So basically I was allowed to choose 2 items, one of which had to be a washi tape set, and the other could be something else off of their site that fell in that category. So let's see what I chose. And this is what the box looks like coming in. The first thing I noticed right away is this cute little washi tape inspiration book. And it's got their cute logo on the front. It says 100+ ways to use. It seemed to me when I was looking on their site that their big thing on this website are their box sets of washi tape. I want to say some of their box sets had 12 rolls. Some of them had up to 45 to 60 rolls. I could be wrong on that, but I do remember some of their boxes had a massive amount of rolls. And everything in the box is themed or connected in some way. So I really kind of love that. It's funny because I went online to double check a couple things before I started this video, and they've already got another box set up that they did not when I requested this one, that I really would love. I think it's like all neons and animal prints, and right now my neon washi stash is 5 rolls, and I would like to jazz that up a little bit. So I may be placing an order with them very, very soon. So this little washi tape inspiration book, this is so cute. This is like a really nicely little well-made book. Definitely a cool reference. I may send this to my friend's daughter, Chloe. I just sent her a box of journaling supplies. She's new to journaling, and this could be a really good tool for her since she's not probably super connected on social media with this community. But looking through real quick, it just has all kinds of ideas. I've already done something similar before with that. But this is, I mean, even that's kind of neat. Just a couple of small strips. I've definitely done this before. I love how all of these, oh, look, so it's also like ideas for things like that's a matchbox and a little candy box of M&Ms. And oh, look at this. They put it on their keyboard. That's kind of fun. So this is just like a book of ideas, wrapping a candle, um, little gift tags, lots of different ways of making art out of it. I'm wondering, one of my favorite ways to use washi tape is to color with in my coloring books. And I'm wondering if that's in here as well. So this is just kind of a fun little booklet full of ideas. I did not know this was coming, but I kind of love this. I'm hoping when I make my next order, that another one comes so I can have one for myself to just flip through. But let's go ahead and take a look at what I did choose in this set. So I'm going to move that out of the way. The first thing I chose was this paper pack. I am starting to really get into papers with realistic images on them. I love taking something like this and either adding some silver gel pen or gold gel pen to it, or layering with stickers that might have a little glimmer or shine to them. And it's been kind of a fun way to, first of all, fill up a page without adding a lot of thickness. So as you can see, these are pretty thin. And it's also a really kind of fun way to add something to your page that's not so cartoony. I feel like sometimes stickers lean a little towards cartoony or a little towards the, I don't know how to say it, but like the planner aesthetic, where everything is just a bold, bright color or a very neutral, muted color, but they all have that planner vibe. And no shade on Happy Planner. I love Happy Planner. I have a ton of sticker books from Happy Planner, but they are pretty good at that planner vibe of sticker, if you know what I mean. Go look at their website, look through a few sticker books, and you'll see what I mean. This adds something different. A lot of planner sticker companies don't do a lot that's this realistic. Now, again, I'm always nervous I'm saying things wrong. Companies like Wrong, Kell of a Plan, a lot of those sticker companies do a phenomenal job of doing like realistic stickers, but there's still sort of a sticker look to them, if that makes sense. Whereas this, I just love this big image. I could take something like this with some wood and washi, put around it, and make a giant picture frame. You could tear part of this and put it on one side of the page and then the other, like on the crease of the page, with almost like it's been distorted. You could cut this into strips and separate the, I mean, I just feel like the possibilities are endless. So it looks like I get 2 of each image. So I'm going to kind of lay these out, and I may fast forward or speed this up so that you can see all the different images, but let's just go ahead and do that. That'll be a little easier. Okay, wait, I was gonna fast forward, but then I saw this and I just remembered this is why I ordered this pack. If I remember right, there were other color paper packs. This was the purple, but there was a green and a pink and a brown maybe. This is just so pretty. This will not be happening in my 2026 Space Journal Jellyfish reading page, but I love that there's 2. I will find something, not probably, I will definitely find something amazing to do with this. Okay, now on to fast forward. I will say real quick too, this is a page you could easily take and cut this out and have this beautiful purple frame, which could then also be used horizontally. I'm seeing this in a lot of reading journals for you fantasy lovers. All of you who love a good fantasy book, I feel like lots of them have this sword on the front. A lot of people who do a reading journal will read a book and then they do a whole page themed with that reading journal or with the book they just read in their journal. This is so perfect for that. Oh, that would look so beautiful. Okay, so this butterfly, here's a good example of something I might do with this. Since there's 2 sheets, I might leave one of them fully intact and the other one just cut out, fussy cut out the butterfly itself. Maybe leave a little border around it so I don't have to worry about the antenna. And then that way it still coordinates without being too repetitive on the page. If you've ever read the book, The Lost Apothecary, this is totally giving vibes from the cover of that book. I might have to link there, put in a picture of the cover of that book. If you do a reading journal spread and you read The Lost Apothecary, this could be so perfect for that spread. This is really pretty too. I don't know why, but something about the simplicity of this, and I like the blues that are in there. And granted, a lot of these have that blue, but the clock and the flowers and the blue on the side, I feel like this could be really pretty, especially if you start like your checklist box is here, but the list is off to the side, or something is kind of catty corner here. That could be really pretty. Oh, I just remembered, this is the other reason I bought this set. I'm pretty sure this is a violin and not a viola. I could be wrong, but I'm also not that fussy. My stepdaughter is a phenomenal violinist, and I have been dying to do a spread in her honor. And this would just be so perfect. Oh, I could cry. That's going to look so pretty. These are all the pages. There's no information on the packaging, so I can count real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24. So it looks like 24 pages, 2 of each. So you get 48 sheets of paper. I love this. I will most likely be going back to their page to order some more of these sets, because I just feel like these add that realistic element to my journal, so it doesn't feel overly commercialized. Maybe that's the word I was looking for before. Anyway, I'm going to move this to the side, and then let's take a look at the other thing that I got. And I was not wrong. I think some of their washi tapes do come in a lot, because this one has 48 washi tapes in here. And I'm going to tell y'all now, I have no business owning 48 more rolls of washi tapes. So I will be looking through here, pulling some out that my mom might like, my friend's daughter, Chloe, might like, and my friend Amanda as well. I am just looking at this box already. This is a hardcore box. This is not just something simple that you would trash and take the washi out of. I do believe I will store all the washi in here. Opening this up, that is what is inside. It's got their logo on the inside. It has got the ribbons. Listen to me, it has got the ribbons on the side. And then it doesn't look like it wants to stay open by itself very well. So I may move the box out of the way in a moment. But each roll, I'm going to struggle here for a sec. Each one of these has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 in it. Of course, 12 times 4 is 48. And they're wrapped together like this. So you would have to unwrap each of these. So I'm going to pull these out since this box won't stay open on its own. And then it does come, oh, this is such a nice thing. It comes with a little reference sheet. So you really would not need to swatch all this washi. The only thing I might say, I may end up swatching them anyway, because obviously this printed on this glossy paper is not going to resonate the same way this will. Now, looking at all this marbly washi, I might have been under the impression this was all like gold inside the washi, like flecks of gold. It does not appear that that is the case here. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of put out all the different washi tapes, and that way you can see them out of the plastic. I'm not going to show each and every roll anymore because it's pretty much a little repetitive. The set I ordered, it says on the back, okay, Ethereal Gilded, but I feel like it was called something else, and I don't remember what else it was called. I thought I saw somewhere on here it said marble something or other, but maybe I'm wrong. 48 rolls, 3 meters per roll, 1.5 centimeters wide. They're all exactly the same width, and it's washi paper, and then you can email IeeBee if you want to. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and set all these out so we can take a look and see what's included, and I will put this on fast forward. All right, so I was trying to categorize them into color groups-ish, and it was just not working. So I started out some reds, there's orange and some browns and black, pink and purples, lighter purples, aquas and greens and blues. But then I realized when I looked at some of the rules of washi, something that looked like blue actually had other colors in it. And this is probably why I picked it. I very rarely want a spread to be one color, monochromatic, I guess. I like it when there's other variations in there. And so a lot of these washi tape rolls had that in it. And I know it was called Marble Effect. Here was another one that I just thought was really pretty with all the aquas and purples in it. And I will be honest, probably when you open up all of these, you're going to find this element is in all of them. I probably still will give away the ones I've talked about giving away because, again, I don't need 48 new rolls of washi tape, but I love that there is so much variation in these. I think I can have a lot of fun with that and just do a lot of cool things. This one I was definitely going to unroll for you guys. It's super colorful. It has lots of color to it. If you've watched my videos, I bought some rainbow themed things recently from another company, and I think this would go really well with that. So I think what I'm going to do now is my journal. I just did my November pages in my journal, and I have not set anything up for the beginning of November, and it is November 2nd. So I need to get busy. I need to start setting up for those first few days of November. I've been a little under the weather, and I think this could be a good time to very quickly pull out some things to do some decorating and create a spread using some of my new washi. So stick around, let's see what I make. All right, so what I really want to do is use these beautiful purple papers that I showed you. However, as you're going to see, the last couple of spreads in my journal have had a lot of purple in them. This was my Garmin badge spread from October, and then my November setup, which you can see I haven't done much in it yet, has a lot of purple in it as well. So I know it's my notebook, my rules, but I don't like to have too much of the same color back to back. So what I decided, I went through my Happy Planner stash, because as I said, I do love their stuff. And I decided I'm going to use this Folk and Feather sticker book. I haven't used this too much. It's got like kind of some folky looking stuff, which is probably why it's called Folk and Feather. There's birds. And I thought these two marble washi tapes from IeeBee would look really good with it. So it's kind of hard to tell on camera. It looks more black, I think, but there are flecks of a really nice dark green in there. And then this one is a light blue, but it has a lot of good variations of the depths of blue in it. And so I think I'm going to use these on this spread. I also did forget to mention in the beginning of the book, if you're considering purchasing from IeeBee, I'll probably say it again at the end of the video, but if you use the code JELLYFISH, you will save 30%, which that sounds absurd to me. I feel like most places you get 10% off when you use a code, but 30%, guys. So I will definitely be ordering again. If you want to see how I use some of my new IeeBee marble washi tape alongside of a Happy Planner sticker book, stick around and see how I create a 4-day spread in my notebook.
The first thing I'm going to do is take some of that dark marble washi tape from IeeBee, and I'm going to run it up down both sides of the middle seam of the page, or that middle crease of the page. I will be honest, at this point, I have no plan. I am just trying to do something different that I have not done before, and running the washi down the middle like this is not something I think I've done too often. I did put a lighter blue strip, or I should say I did put a strip of the lighter blue marble washi from IeeBee down the middle just so that it doesn't end up looking too dark. And then just to make things a little bit interesting, I decided I was going to put that darker washi running kind of at a diagonal from the lower left side to the upper right side of both of those pages. And then, of course, I need to trim off any excess washi that's sitting there. That lighter blue washi in the middle did not want to stay down very well. I will say the washi does not seem to be super, super sticky. Now, that could be a really good thing if you're somebody like me who likes to reposition their washi a lot. And sometimes what I'll do is once I've fully committed, then I'll just run a little bit of glue stick down at the ends so that it stays down. But if you're somebody who likes to stick it down and leave it down and you know you are not going to be moving that washi tape anymore, you might want something with a little more stick to it. Now, again, to make sure that those dark parts of the washi tape or those darker pieces of washi tape aren't so dark, I did decide to go ahead and run that lighter blue marble washi on the edges of that again. Pardon my plant. You know how some people's cats walk in while they're working on their spreads? Well, apparently my plant wants in on the action, which is awesome because it's a fake plant. Once I did put that lighter blue marble washi down, though, it ended up looking too much like a reverse situation where the blue was thicker in the middle and the black was thicker on the sides, and it was not the look I was going for. So I did run one more strip of the black marble washi, and yes, that means there is a second strip below that, but again, I didn't want to pull it up too much and put it back down. I figured one way or another I'd be wasting some washi tape, so I would rather just waste that little bit of the darker color. All right, digging into that Folks and Feathers or whatever it's called, Happy Planner sticker book, I really liked these little vertical box stickers. I don't know what they're called. They're like curved boxes with a flower on top. I don't know. But they're kind of like a cream color. And I just liked that those were shaped a little bit differently. You can see there, I had a little bit of trouble pulling off some stickers. So here's the deal, guys. I'm trying out some nail stickers. I think the company's called O'Hara or something. It's like the dazzling, I don't remember. I'm terrible with this, but I'll try to link it down below if you're curious. Anyway, because they're nail stickers and not nail polish, they've made my nails a little bit thicker, and I'm finding it a little harder to use my fingernails to pick up stickers. So I've been using the edge of the X-Acto knife to lift the sticker gently because it's a little thinner than my nail is currently. So I haven't decided if I like these nail stickers or not. They're definitely cute and they're definitely not chipping, but I will say a week in, and the parts of the nail stickers that are closer to my cuticle are starting to catch my hair, which I don't like. So anyway, little public service announcement there if you're interested. So going back to this Happy Planner sticker book, I am just kind of pulling out some random things that I like that look good together. Now, I will say I hate it when the washi tape shows behind a sticker. I'm just super picky that way. So I did trim around this sticker, and like I said before, I'm just using the X-Acto knife edge to lift those stickers the littlest bit, or I'm sorry, to lift the washi tape a little bit so that I'm able to pull that out. And now when I lay the box sticker down, you cannot see the washi tape running behind it. I won't do that all the time on everything. Sometimes I feel like a sticker is just shaped a little too crazy, or I know I'm going to be writing in that very spot, so I don't worry too much about it. But I don't know, I guess if it's really noticeable to me, then I just go ahead and lift it up. All right, so back to my thought process here. My thinking is each of these larger white sections are going to be a day. So this will be a 4-day spread. My plan is to use those curved boxes with the flower on top as the date stickers, and that's where I'll just write each of the dates. And then the other boxes on here are really just a way for me to write down some things that are happening on that day. Now, one of my favorite things to do, and this is truly how I plan. You guys are watching me plan in action. But one of the things I truly love to do is I just like to go crazy. I like to stick any stickers that I like down anywhere that I like. There is no rhyme or reason. I don't always know which 4 days the spread is even going to cover. I just thought 4 was spaced nicely, so I went with it. But as far as this spread goes, Let's say these days are going to cover November 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. I honestly can't remember what I decided. I might not have any clue what I'm doing on November 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th when I design the journal. So, in other words, all these boxes you see me putting everywhere, I have no purpose for those. I'll be honest with you. I'm not setting a box aside because I have a doctor's appointment or setting a box aside because I have to pick up my daughter at a certain time. I just put the boxes there because it looks balanced and cute and I thought they were pretty. And that's the truth. As I go on through my week, then I go back and I find reasons to use those boxes. So that might sound a little strange, but let's say I do make that top section November 5th. November 5th comes and maybe I have an IEP meeting at work, or maybe I have to pick up my daughter from school a little early that day. Those things might make it in the box. But let's say nothing let me say that again. Nothing out of the ordinary or nothing eventful happens that day. I might take that box and just write the word Starbucks in it because I got a Starbucks that day. I might just write happy day or bummer day, or I might put my step count in there. I basically decorate first and then I make the decorations fit my life as opposed to, no, let me say that different. I make my life fit the decorations as opposed to decorating because I know I have certain events going on. I hope that makes sense. I'm happy to explain it again better in a different video if you would like me to, but it works for me. It makes sense to me, and it really keeps my journal different. I don't know another word for that. It keeps it interesting. It never looks the same twice. I don't have a format. I don't have any particular rules I follow. If I like a sticker and I think it looks nice where I want to put it, then I stick it down. That might mean that sometimes I have larger spaces, like where my hand is right now. That's a large white space. And I can actually peek at my journal right now because I have filled in some of that since I'm filming a few days after this. Yeah, I did leave that space empty and I just put a checklist there. Other days, I might have the whole day full of stickers with just a little bit of room to work. I am also okay if not everything that happens in my life on that day makes it into my notebook. The creative aspect of this is why I do this. I need a creative outlet. I love stickers. I love color. I love playing with these things. And so just being able to do that in my notebook means the world to me and keeps me sane and happy and functioning. So there are lots of times when I will set up my journal. Oh, here we go. It's going to be, November 1st. Oh, I totally forgot this was the first spread for November. Duh. But there are lots of times when I fill out a whole date. So like, let's say that whole section at the top, I'll fill it in with November 1st. And then I realize, oh no, I completely forgot that I flew to Texas that day. You know what? I will survive if that does not make it in my journal. I just don't need to put it in there. I don't know if that resonates with anybody else out there, but that system has been working well for me. I've stuck with it for well over a year now, and I plan to keep doing it this way. I have put in each of these boxes that I said that were going to be my date boxes the first 4 days of November. That's going to pretty much do it for this spread. I decided to make the letters look a little different and fun and make sure the date fills up that box. I think that's mostly it. I really love how the IeeBee washi tape kind of pulls all of these different colors together in the stickers, so I am really happy with this layout.
And there's my 4-day spread for the past, well, I guess for yesterday, today, and the next 2 days. So I'll use this section up here for November 1st, this section for November 2nd, November 3rd, and November 4th. I've got that IeeBee washi tape running up the sides here, cutting off those sections, but I like how it just kind of breaks up the look of the stickers from that Happy Planner sticker book. If you liked this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to see more content, hit that subscribe button. And if you decide that you want to do any shopping at the IeeBee website, look down in the description box below for a link to their website, as well as the things that I showed earlier in this video. And if you decide to place an order, don't forget to use my code JELLYFISH for 30% off. I hope that you have a wonderful day. Bye.